Hello everyone, my name is Uncle Clint. Welcome to the Pro Traders Forex Foundation trading videos. Alright, this series we're going to be discussing what is traded in the forex market. Alright, what is traded in the forex market. If you've not seen the first video, we talked about Forex, what Forex is all about. Please go back and watch that video because you're going to learn a lot about the foundation and the basics and understanding what Forex really is. In this video, we'll be discussing what is traded in the Forex market. This is the Forex foundation class of Pro Traders Academy. Feel free to go to our website, check out other videos we've done and all the ways that we offer our training to you. Alright, my name is Uncle Clint once again. Welcome and let's ride on to this class. Now guys, if you haven't been trained in Forex before, please don't participate in Forex. Don't try to spend your hard-earned money trying to ride this industry. It's very important that you have a proper foundation, a proper training and mentorship in this market so that you understand what you're doing and you don't go gamble away your money. Upon finishing this lesson, you will be able to answer the following questions. What are currency pairs? What are the most common currency pairs? What are the major pairs? What are minor and major crosses? Alright, what is meant by exotic pairs? What pairs you should focus on? These are the things you should be able to answer and explain at the end of this video. Alright, so guys, come on with me, let's get on. Now, what is being exchanged in this market? We all know that Forex stands for foreign exchange. It means one currency is exchanged for the other currency. We exchange one currency for another currency. In other words, this trading occurs in pairs. The currencies you are trading occurs in pairs. Unlike the stock market where you trade single stocks from a particular company and so on and so forth. In Forex, you trade currencies as a pair. No physical money is involved. Please note, this is not the physical exchange that we're talking about. We're talking about the electronic way of exchange, electronic trading. Not physical money, but of course, it's done electronically. You essentially buying or selling a particular currency against the other. Okay, that is what you do in Forex basically. So some of the most heavily traded currencies in this Forex market is the US dollars, the euro, the Japanese yen, the Great Britain pounds, Australian dollars, Swiss franc, and Canadian dollars. Alright, now these currencies put together are the major currencies that's traded in this market. I need to understand the US dollar is about 85% of all the currency traded in this market, followed by euro, which is 39%, Japanese yen is 19%, Great Britain pounds is 13%. The volume, we're talking about the volume, all right, the amount of transactions that is done on a daily basis is usually concentrated around these currencies you're seeing. But remember, like I said, they are not traded individually, they are traded in pairs. They're traded in pairs. So you can have a pair of Euro USD, Euro JPY, or USD JPY, USD CAD. Alright? So let's move on to the next presentation. The healthier a country's economy is, the better it is for that country's currency. What do we mean by that? When the currency like US dollar is, from America, it's having a very it's having turmoil, you will understand that the currencies will be affected by what is going on in that country. So note that the currencies of a particular country is automatically affected by whatever goes on in that country. The things that affect this economy includes their politics, interest rate, natural disaster, terrorism and wars, unemployment, export and import. These are things that affect the economies of any country in the world, and automatically this has an impact on their currency. Alright? Now let's discuss the major pairs now. Remember I told you that the currencies are traded in pairs. So let's discuss the major pairs. Any pair that contains the US dollar is considered a major pair. Alright? This would be the pairs that comes from the major economies of the world. US dollar must be included. Alright? For instance, you have Euro USD, USD JPY, USD CHF, which is Swiss franc, USD CAD, which is Canadian dollars, okay, and then you have AUD USD, NZD USD. These are the currencies we refer to as major pairs, the pairs that are tagged along with US dollars, okay? Euro USD, USD JPY, GBP USD, USD CHF, USD CAD, AUD USD, NZD USD. Alright, and they have their nicknames as well. If you want, you can take a screenshot of this so you can understand how these things are named, and of course their nicknames. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. They will have what we call currency pairs that are not, that don't contain the US dollars. These are referred to as crosses. Now you have things like yen crosses. Yen crosses simply refers to Japanese yen crosses, the currencies that are paired with Japanese yen that does not include the US JPY. So you have the major currencies of the world, which when you pair with JPY, you get what we call the Japanese yen crosses. You have Euro JPY, GBP JPY, CHF JPY, CAD JPY, AUD JPY, and NZD JPY. These are called the yen crosses. Alright, and they also have their nickname like Euro Yen or UP. Alright, that's for Euro JPY. For instance, Swiss franc JPY, you have Swissy Yen. Alright, for CAD JPY, you have Loni Yen. For AUD JPY, you have Oxy Yen. For NZD JPY, you have Kiwi Yen. Alright, these are like nicknames, or nicknames used in the industry, in the foreign exchange industry. Okay. Alright, so guys, let's move on to the next one. You have Euro crosses. Euro crosses will be when you have Euro paired with other major currencies of the world, except the US dollars, except the Euro US dollars. Every other thing here represents the Euro crosses. Okay? Euro CHF, Euro GBP, Euro CAD, Euro AUD, Euro NZD. These are the Euro crosses. Okay? Alright, let's move on. Then we have the ones we call the exotic currency pairs. When you hear the word exotic, it means that these currency pairs are not so popular or so heavily traded. These are usually any currency pair, any major currency pair that is paired with an emerging economy. Whenever a major currency pair like Euro, USD, GBP, Japanese yen is merged with an emerging currency, you have what we call exotic pairs. They are not so heavily traded, but of course they are traded as well. For instance, you have some exotic currencies will be the Eurasian Federation ruble, the South African rand, the South Korean won, the Hong Kong dollar, the Singapore dollar, Indian rupee, Mexican peso. These are exotic currencies, and anytime you pair them with the major currencies of the world, you get what we call exotic pairs. Now remember, when you are trading, you're automatically placing either a buy or a sell. And then the person who controls what you do is you. You are the one that places a buy or a sell. But then the broker is the intermediary person who takes your order into the market and exchanges it. Somebody on the other end have to take that order. The broker is the intermediate person who takes that deal into the market. Now we're going to be discussing brokers in detail, but right now I need to understand that whenever you're trading from your laptop or you're from your phone or any device at all, you're automatically placing an order either to buy or sell a currency pair, and the broker takes that order into the market and it is exchanged. And when that exchange happens, if that request you made, whether it's a buy or a sell, seem to be in direction where the market is headed, you're automatically making money. We're going to be discussing that in detail as we progress. Now, I need to give you some of this advice because so many of you don't understand how the forex market works, because you hear a lot of advice over the internet and other persons flashing a different screenshot telling you how you can easily make some money and all that. You think it's that easy. No. Hold on, don't be in a hurry, take it easy. You're going to learn all that you need to learn, and this will become very interesting for you. Now, very important advice. If you need to write this down, write it down. You should have a journal for this for starters, so you get all the clues that you need.
It's 11 o'clock.
Treat trading currency like you're dating or you're courting. Treat it like a babe because you don't want to be the person who has so many girlfriends or so many guys you're dating. Pick a few currency pairs, not more than 3 or 4. Study them, get acquainted with them, understand how they function so that you can understand how to trade them. Study only those markets until you become familiar with them and how they act. Keep track of what you are doing. Keep a journal, very important. Keep a journal. If you don't have a journal right now, put it down as something you need to get today. Let it be a goal that you must achieve before the end of today. Get a journal. You can't get ahead in this trading business without a journal. Start with the most common pairs if you must make progress in this business. That is our simple advice. Make sure you also stay in tune with us at Pro Traders Academy and learn every other thing you need to learn. We are here to guide you, to mentor you, and to coach you. Don't miss that for anything. All right, here's some more advice. All right, the 8 most commonly traded currency pairs. The most commonly traded currency pairs. There are about 8 of them. You can pick 3 out of these 8, or you can even pick 5 out of these 8. As a matter of fact, when we train you at the Project Academy, we actually teach you to trade about as many of them as possible, up to 8, up to 10 of them actually, so you get more acquainted to them. Okay, try to diversify. Don't pick 3 pairs that are from the same currencies. Example, you're going to just be doing Euro USD and then AUD USD. That both currencies pairs contain USD USD. You're going to diversify. Okay, now notice something in this diagram you can see here. You have Euro USD to be about 28% of what is traded in the market. So it's one of the most highly traded currency pair in the market. Is the highest volume in the market. Then you have USJPY about 14%, GBP USD is 9%, AUD USD 6%, USD CAD 5%, USD CHF 4%, Euro JPY 3%, Euro GBP 3%, and then every other one, the exotics and the rest of them make up the entire 28% that's remaining. But please note something. You must not necessarily limit yourself to these 8 currency pairs, but we're saying mix it up, flavor up your trading list or the pairs you trade, and over time you get more acquainted and more conversant with this whole trading thing. All right. So right now we're done with this presentation, and I'm sure by now you should be able to tell me what are currency pairs, what are the most commonly traded currency pairs, what are the major pairs, what are the minor and the major crosses. All right. What is meant by exotic pairs? What pairs should you focus on? These questions, you should be able to answer them at the end of this presentation. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Uncle Klein. I'm with the Pro Traders Academy, and I'm sure you enjoyed this video. Feel free to share it, repost it, tag someone, click on the links below to like us, and of course, reach out to us through our website, www.protradersacademy.com, and we'll be glad to welcome you on board and teach you everything you need to know about Forex. Thank you.